Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to another broadcast. Today I want to talk about Secret Empire number 4, or more specifically, that time writer Nick Spencer told his bosses at Marvel that they were all a bunch of morons, and they didn't even know it because they're all drunk on hubris. For the record, this isn't going to be a full review, so if I see a by-the-numbers rundown by someone like Captain Cummings, I'll probably link to it in the description field. I was initially going to talk about the decision to have Punisher go all in with Hydra-Cap, but then something amazing happened. Here's the proper context. A while back, Diversity in Comics said he wasn't going to review Secret Empire because it was Nick Spencer's whoopee cushion. And there's much truth to that. For my Secret Empire number 3 review, I said it was Nick Spencer's secret lecture to fans about his own personal temper tantrum about the 2016 US presidential election. So it's both of those things. But the genius about what Nick Spencer is doing is that it's working on multiple levels. I've said before that this dude is pretty sharp and he has a massive ego. So in this issue, he's adding even more levels of complexity to his own deviously impressive exercise in entertaining himself. So here's what happens. Hydra-Cap's team and Tony's team are both trying to get shards of the Cosmic Cube. That takes them to Alaska, where an amalgamation of Hank Pym and Ultron rules over a nation of Ultrons. Steve and Tony's teams are all taken hostage and then brought into a fake Avengers mansion. Then all the heroes fight like a dysfunctional family at Thanksgiving. And Nick Spencer does the creative equivalent of putting a bag of dog poo on his boss's front step, setting it on fire, ringing the doorbell, and then running away. Hank Ultron says, "I look around the table, and I don't even recognize most of you these days either. Listen to yourself. This constant bickering and battling, always at each other's throats. It's all you ever do anymore. What happened to you? Where did it all go wrong? You know, it's just exhausting. And in this form, I can't even be exhausted. I go through all this trouble to bring us back together, and you just... Do you want to know why Ultron built this city? Why he didn't just come after you yet again? It's because he didn't have to. It's because he looked at you and your war, Tony, and you and your scheming, Steve, and he realized that he wouldn't have to destroy anything because you were already doing it for him." When Steve says he can fix it, Spencer, via the villain, rips into Marvel for Civil War, House of M, and pretty much every hero versus hero tale Marvel has told in recent memory. "You always have such big ideas for solving all the world's problems. Funny then, how you just keep making things worse," Hanktron says. Boom. From the perspective of someone who wants to feed his own ego, this is brilliant. Nick Spencer is spitting in his boss's face, and because no one likes to believe they've been punked, my guess is that Axel Alonso and Tom Brevoort have deluded themselves into thinking they're in on the joke of spitting in the fans' faces. See, that's the thing. Nick Spencer is also punking fans because he's shown that he knows how destructive it is to have hero versus hero versus hero events that only make the protagonists look like unwitting fools. But he's doing it anyway. And since it works as an anti-Trump allegory and a big middle finger to the fans, his bosses have plenty of information to choose their own reality. His bosses are like, "Nick didn't just take a giant creative bowel movement on our kitchen table. He's flinging poo at Donald Trump and those critics like Captain Cummings and Diversity in Comics." Those dumb fans. But the joke is on you, Tom Brevoort. The joke is on you, Axel Alonso, because Nick Spencer is playing you like a fiddle. And if he's not, then the other alternative is that you know that his commentary on Marvel, spoken through Hanktron, or whatever you want to call him, is accurate, but yet you keep doing anyway that very thing that is self-evidently damaging the long-term health of the comics division and ultimately the brand. Take your pick, because both options are embarrassing. Anyway, that's about it for now, but I'd like to hear what you have to say. Sound off on Secret Empire number 4, Nick Spencer punking the world, Punisher as a member of Hydra, and everything else related to the event in the comment section below. And as always, if you like what you've heard here, then head on over to douglasernst.blog for more coverage. just like this. See you next time.